You've probably seen these posters before. They're advertisements for Shen Yun. It looks like a dance show and they say things like China before communism or 5,000 years of civilization reborn. But some believe this dance show is run by a cult. So is it? Shen Yun was created to promote Falun Gong, or Falun Dafa, the minority religious movement in China that was founded by its leader Li Hongzhi in the 90s. Falun Gong's popularity grew quickly, mostly because many followers claimed its practices cured diseases that modern medicine couldn't treat. Fearing the movement's growing influence, the Chinese Communist Party banned Falun Gong, claiming it was an evil cult. Soon after, reports surfaced alleging the Chinese government abducted, tortured, and killed Falun Gong believers. Later, they were found to have even harvested believers' organs. So in 2006, a group of expatriate Falun Gong practitioners founded Shen Yun in New York. With the stated goal of reviving the Chinese culture and traditions, it claimed the Chinese Communist Party systematically uprooted. Since practitioners see Falun Gong as rooted in traditional Chinese culture, Shen Yun communicates Falun Gong's persecution by the Chinese government. And the shows, which take place in approximately 150 cities around the world each year, are pretty profitable. In 2022, Shen Yun, which is registered as a nonprofit organization, raked in nearly $46 million. It also reportedly has assets worth nearly $229 million. But the political and spiritual movement of Falun Gong has been tied up with a lot of controversy. Its leader, Li, has spoken explicitly against interracial marriage, homosexuality, and evolution, and those themes can reportedly be seen throughout the performance. And in an interview with Time magazine in 1999, Li said that humans can levitate, that aliens invaded human minds and culture, and that Qigong, Falun Gong's meditation practice, can cure illnesses. In 1999, the Chinese government claimed that more than 1,400 Falun Gong practitioners had died from following Li's teachings, many due to treatable medical conditions. Falun Gong denied these deaths were caused by Li's teachings, saying the figures were Chinese propaganda. But Li's teachings on medicine do raise some eyebrows. He's claimed that illnesses are caused by karma, that hospitals cannot eliminate people's karma, and that taking medicine pushes the illness deeper inside the body. After Falun Gong was banned from China in 1999, Li moved members of the group to an isolated 400-acre compound in upstate New York called Dragon Springs. Today, around 100 practitioners reside there, including Li, though he reportedly hasn't been seen for years. According to sources who spoke to NBC News, internet access is restricted, medicine is rarely used, and arranged relationships are common there. Oh, and security is extremely tight. There are 2 schools inside the secretive compound, one of which is an art academy that teaches many of the dancers who perform in Shen Yun. It's also where Shen Yun practices when not on tour. Despite tensions with locals, Falun Gong leaders have their sights set on expanding the compound, with the intention of adding a giant music hall, creating hundreds of car and bus spaces, and changing a meditation hall into a residence hall that would house 500 people. The group has embraced right-wing political ideology too, even creating their own newspaper called the Epoch Times, which spent $1.5 million on pro-Trump ads in just 6 months in 2019, and has been accused of spreading misinformation. Falun Gong practitioners are drawn to former President Donald Trump because of his tough stance on China. Some say Trump was sent by heaven to defeat the Chinese Communist Party and that he's their hope for being able to return to China. It's hard to say whether this group is a cult, but it sure has the makings of one. What do you think?